opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Fights him off. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. James. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Manning. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3 down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Manning. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Into the red zone now. Manning. James has got it. Complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Jamal sheared on the stop. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Tomlinson. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's James. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
50, plant. We take a win. Shift.
They run it with James. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day.
On play action, it's Manning. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belonged.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. James. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Manning. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Get up.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down now. Tomlinson, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
No, he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Manning now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Manning again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, now Manning. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the 1 weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Again, it's Tomlinson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
180.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Margus Hunt able to take him down. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Go, H.E. Gator.
Throwing on first down is Manning. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On first down, Tomlinson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Tomlinson, and an alley to run. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Manning. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Manning. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Tomlinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now left side on the swing pass. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Manning. Throw left side complete. That's James. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Manning. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
There's a quick shot to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Go now. 10-2 stop. It's just me and you.
They'll run on first down. James. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And a look here at the Colts defense. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, but a first down likely ends this thing.
And it looks like they are, to coin a phrase, on the defensive here, right? But in fact, the team on offense has to be really careful because they're going to attack like crazy. They've got to cover the football, make sure they don't turn it over, and still find a way to finish off this game despite the extra pressure that's going to come their way.
Do you pack it in for a run here on first down?
I think that you do. That's how you have to play it. But at the same time, you're telling your ball carrier, both arms over the football, body, everything else, because they will do everything possible to try and knock it free.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Here's Manning to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw again. Manning. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now from Manning. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with